Hi, it's Caitlin, and I have a new collection from Rogue Lacquer to share with you. And if you like shimmers, then hold on to your hats. This is the Austen-tatious collection, which is absolutely brilliant. It's all about Jane Austen novels and also all about shimmer. These incredible finishes that I want to say are kind of like new, at least to Rogue Lacquer, but all these polishes have like a super high shimmer payoff, if that makes any sense. Anyway, they're loaded with shimmer, incredibly shifty, super easy to apply and work with, and absolutely beautiful. These are going to be available as a pre-order probably by the time this video goes up now until March 24th on the Rogue Lacquer website. I will include those details down below, and I think we should just look at the polishes. First up is Mansfield Park, and this one is a minty base with lemon-like chrome shimmer. All of these polishes have this incredible chromey finish, which when I'm initially swatching it here on my two fingers, kind of makes it look mostly silver, but don't look away. You'll be pleasantly surprised when you see them on my full hand because these are ridiculous. This is a really nice formula. It's super easy to work with, and it will build up depending on your preference and your nail length in 2 or 3 coats. This one I think is going to be a 3-coater for most people. When it dried down after that second coat, I just noticed some spots that could have used a little more polish, so it was easy to build it up. It dries quickly, and as you can see on that third coat, it definitely looks a little more green than on the second coat. These do dry pretty shiny, but of course a glossy top coat will only further enhance the shine. And I am using Cuticula Limitless Quick Dry Top Coat, which has a slightly different brush than my last bottles, but it's still Cuticula Limitless. So here you can see a little more accurately how this is going to look. It is super shifty. This has a ton of green shifts in it, so if you're a fan of green, you're going to get all the shades of green in this one. And then it has that overlay of a silvery metallic shimmer, which is very unique and interesting. This looks fantastic in the sun. It also looks fantastic out of direct lighting, and you can hopefully just see how many different shifts there are. Here we have Pride and Prejudice, which is a peachy base with blue chrome shimmer. I feel like that doesn't do this polish justice, but that's the whole point of a YouTube video for nail polish, right? Showing off all the different color shifts and angles. So here you're definitely going to see mostly blue, but that's only the beginning of the story, as you will very soon see. I really do like the formula on these polishes, and again, it's going to be 2 or 3 coats depending on your preference, nail length, and painting style. But as I said, these build up very easily and they don't take any time at all to dry in between coats, so building up to 3 coats is not difficult whatsoever. This one in particular has such a dreamy vibe to it. I love the combination of pink and blue. It comes together beautifully in this polish. And these, like I said, are just packed with shimmer, so if you're not a fan of really strong shimmer, then this might not be the collection for you, but as someone who loves shimmer, then this is definitely a collection that I love. And I love that chromey kind of effect. It gives a bit of a cyborg feel, which I'm very into. And here you can see what I mean about this being absolutely dreamy. It's just so pretty no matter what angle you catch it at. And I absolutely love that really pink shift at extreme angles. And of course, I love it here out of direct light. It's honestly really dreamy and totally beautiful. So here I did a side-by-side of Phoenix Chibi Chibi from the Polish Pickup recently, and then Pride and Prejudice on my middle finger. I don't usually do comparisons, but this one I was super curious about. And I guess if you miss Chibi Chibi and are devastated by that, then Pride and Prejudice might satisfy that hankering, but the Chibi Chibi polish has a less smooth shimmer. It's more like little tiny shimmer flakes, and it's a lighter finish overall. So hopefully that is helpful. Here we have Emma, and Emma is a rosy pink base with chrome gold shimmer. If you are a fan of warm golden shimmer, then this is probably for you. I kind of like that there are two pinks in this collection, one with a cool toned shimmer and one with a warm toned shimmer. This one is not really for me because I don't like gold shimmer with my skin tone. It's beautiful nonetheless, but it's just not for me. Obviously, I am a Pride and Prejudice girly, so that would be my pick out of the two. But this is still absolutely gorgeous. It's just a preference thing for me. And I guess the other difference is that this has more of a rosy pink base, whereas Pride and Prejudice is a little peachier. And here you can see that this is packed with plentiful shifts. It's not just gold, you've got green, you've got blue, maybe even violet at like a really extreme angle. So it's packed with shifts, and it's a good day for pink lovers because there are some really beautiful pinks that I've shown. These past two are absolutely stunning, and it's just so pretty and unique. I really love this collection. Moving along, we have Sense and Sensibility, which is a classic blue base with a mauve pink to green chrome shimmer. I'm getting tongue-tied, but I've just been speaking too much with too many videos this week and too many work calls. This is absolutely beautiful, as you can immediately see. It has really good coverage on the first coat. All of these do, but when you build them up with additional coats, you're going to end up with a more intense base color and more shimmer payoff. This one in particular I found to be opaque in two coats. You can see like there's nothing more needed on this one. Maybe if you have very long nails you might need a third, but definitely wasn't going to do a third on my nails, otherwise it would have been thick and chunky. Not that the formula is thick and chunky, but you know, if you're putting on more coats than you need, it just isn't cute. So here you can see the many shifts in this one. This probably is the shiftiest based on the description. It sounds like there's multiple types of shifts in the shimmer pigment. And I just wanted to get a ton of footage of this one because it is absolutely gorgeous. Here we have Persuasion, and this is another beautiful polish. It's a violet purple with a green to gold chrome shimmer. This one is so pretty. It's so shifty. It's one of my favorite types of base and shimmer combinations. I really love purples and greens together, and you definitely get that with this polish. I found it to be similar in formula to Sense and Sensibility, where it was more on the opaque side than the earlier ones I swatched, so I was happy with this in 2 coats. You can also see there's so much shimmer in here that it will obscure most visible nail lines, even if you have longer nails. What I do love about these polishes in this video so far is that even though they've got the chrome pigment and they're very metallic, chromy looking, they are not brush strokey. Everything goes on very, very evenly and smoothly, so I am very impressed with the formulation. And last but not least, we have sort of the oddball in the collection, which is Northanger Abby. And this one is a frosted base with silvery chrome shimmer and a sprinkle of hollow sparkle. I say this one's the oddball because it has hollow and it also doesn't have like complementary or contrasting color shifts. It's just all kind of white and silver. This one also, while it's not too bad, it did relieve a little bit of brush stroke behind, so you will want to work in straight strokes when you're applying this, and also you want to let it dry down pretty well before you apply top coat so you don't get the pigment kind of pulling. So it did cover really well in 2 coats. I did do a thick second coat, and sometimes using a thick coat, in my experience, of something that tends to have brush strokes works to your advantage because then the pigment kind of settles itself versus working in thin coats where you really see where you pulled the polish along your fingernail. So this is definitely a fun polish. I love that silvers are kind of getting their time in the sun, pearly, silvery white polishes. And this one does have a sparkle to it. I didn't catch it very well because there was no sunlight, but trust me, it is there. It's really pretty, very interesting, and totally unique for Rogue Lacquer. And in general, it's just a really cool polish. I do really love all of the polishes in that collection, but my 2 favorites are Pride and Prejudice because obviously it's a pink and it has the most gorgeous color shifts. It has a beautiful formula and I can't say enough good things about it. I'm also very into Sense and Sensibility because it also has incredible shifts and a beautiful formula. It's so pretty. I ended up with that on my nails for a couple hours and I couldn't stop staring at them. So let me know in the comments what you think of this collection and this finish. Personally, I'm a fan. Would love to hear your thoughts. And I guess that's it for me and this video. Hopefully I'll see you in my next one and hopefully you have a great day. Bye.